Hello.
Hello. Hold on. Don't say anything cool yet.
Okay.
I have to do stuff.
Don't worry about that.
Well, we have plenty of time to say cool stuff, all right? Hold it. Wait. Almost. And then... Okay, I'm ready.
Are we there yet?
Go, 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 go. Start.
Oh, they're here. What's up? How's it going, Willard? How's it going, everyone?
Hey! Hi, everyone. Welcome. We've got another Randomizer tournament match coming up for you all. This is ObscureLifeForm versus Darkened5ky, a.k.a. Sky. And they are, I believe, duking it out to stay in the tournament. Nope, they are still on their winner's side. This is still a round one match for them. Winner of this goes on to take on T-Stew or, yeah, or heads down to loser's bracket.
You don't want to be there. That's a scary place.
Yeah, it's dangerous. That's when, if you lose, your name turns red instead of green, and you get to keep going.
I don't want to be red, dude.
Nobody wants that. I don't. Well, yeah, this should be an interesting match. Obscure up 1 game to Sky currently, so Sky's got to make some big old plays to keep themselves on winner's side and send this to a game 3, which is something we all want to see. Mikan, I've heard we've had some pretty interesting seeds as of late.
Yeah, I saw one just the other day that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, were you commentating it maybe? Or just watching it? Or, well, I guess both.
Yes.
Yes. Same.
I was doing at least one of those.
I've been watching a lot of tournament action going on lately, and it's been great because I'm like, I'll have it on my other monitor while I'm like playing some random video game or dinking around on the computer. It's just been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of really good races so far in the tourney, and it's still very early on in the tourney as well. We're still chilling in group stages, and like this, we still have some round ones to finish up before we start heading into elimination rounds. So
there's still like 400 people or something in this tournament. I'm pretty sure I counted that correctly. There
are quite a few. Yeah, there's a lot. I think so far only one person has been actually eliminated from the tournament as of late. So
that was a very quick map check. I saw, was it 3 normal crystals?
3 normal crystals, all in the light world, which makes things very interesting, I'd say, because with pendant dungeons in the... Sorry, I'm just very distracted by a fish on the screen.
It's flopping around a lot.
I have not seen the sprite, so this is wonderful. Yeah, with 3 pendant dungeons in the Dark World, we have the possibility of skipping a lot of stuff in this seed, but one thing we're not going to be skipping is this starting sword off of our uncle, which will make for a pretty easy breezy route through escape, assuming bombs show up.
I really want to see the fish. Oh, look at him use the sword. That's what I wanted to see. Like, I'm ready. I'm done. I don't want to see anything else for the rest of this match.
Just fish?
Just fish sword is like, that's it. Nothing's going to top it.
Was there just bombs? Yeah, there had to have been bombs just chilling in Link's house. Well, yeah, this is really easy. Easy escape. Like, now the question is how many other wacky things are going to show up here in Escape? Because we've seen pretty barren escape sequences. We've seen, people leaving with like a moon pearl or a flute or some other nice things. So, I'm already guessing that we'll get a second sword by the time we're out of here.
just let them go do Aghanim right now. Well, I mean, I guess they can, but equip them for doing Aghanim right now before exiting Rain State. Just
go ahead and set up that possibility. I mean, nothing wrong with that, right? Agassides they're not a problem for me if I know, like, if there's something on Lumberjack that's required, I'm like in a good mood.
Yeah, it's not really. I know a lot of like newer players. I see lament, oh no, I gotta do Aghanim. It takes so long, when they're like, in my opinion, shouldn't be worrying about their time at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I feel like it's the same with like pedestal seeds. If you have like early book, it's like as soon as you know there's a required item there, then you're like, okay, well, it's easy. I guess I'll beat all the dungeons. Whatever.
It's easy to say when you want to race because you checked the pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that wasn't the only reason.
Huh? What? What are you talking about? I'm still looking at this fish.
He's flopping down the staircase. I kind of want to see him with a shield now, too.
I just want to see what its bunny sprite is. Nobody tell me.
Please don't tell us. I don't want to see it die right here at the ball and chain guard. That was a little worrisome.
Oh, wow. There is a bow already. So, I've seen discussions about this, early bow, starting bow in Hyrule Castle right at the beginning. People will potentially just go straight to Kakariko, and especially knowing that it's a crystal, and especially because you have a sword, and swords are really nice for dealing with dark rooms. That I could very well see one of these or both these players head straight there right afterwards.
Just do the NMG route.
That Kakariko skip, man. Well, I think it'd still probably be faster to save and quit and go straight there from your house. But you could also, I don't know, Houlihan, then go to Escape or Eastern, get that money. You never know.
I'm looking forward to, early Eastern. They're gonna do it. Mm-hmm. There's no reason not to. I think everyone who got through the qualifiers is super proficient in dark rooms. I'd imagine. At the very least, the one in Eastern. So I don't see that being any sort of barrier to go knock that out of the way super quick.
I mean, the only real trouble is dealing with the key Igor. Just because sometimes if they get away from you, and they also do a whole heart of damage, which can be a little hard to manage when your health is at 3. But yeah, we'll see.
But when you're a fish, everything's easy.
Everything's easy. I bet that fish is like a really good thief. Just kind of flopping around. You never expect the fish, right? You never
suspect the fish, dude. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
Suddenly your wallet's gone. You're like, you turn around, that fish is winking at you with a wallet in its mouth. You're like, I knew it.
No.
He's a good fish. But I mean, at the same time, things that would make the Eastern play better would even be just one thing you don't want to do is go do Eastern and then find Boots immediately in Kakariko, and you're like, oh man, I could have had this 5 minutes ago.
Eastern has a lot of spots where Boots save time. It has a lot of straightaways you can dash in, which is unfortunate that you don't get the Boots before Eastern in the base game. But in Randomizer, when you can have the Boots before it, you can save every single room. It's got
30 minutes.
30 whole seconds.
The double bomb strat, what is this, Tower of Hero? 50 rupees. Piece of heart. 20 bucks. Alright, well, I mean, we're almost at money for the bottle vendor, so that's nice. But yeah, leaving this section with a sword and a bow. Honestly, I'd be pretty stoked. I mean, we've seen our fair share of sword go mode seeds already, and this game's kind of tough when you don't have a sword. Game's also kind of tough when you only have a fighter sword.
The world's tough when you're a fish.
The world is impossible when you're a fish. Oh. Ooh. Okay, we might be seeing that Eastern play from Obscure.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go. Do the thing.
Hopefully you'll... I guess there's arrow pots all over Eastern. That's not really going to be an issue.
I like this too. Already making this decision before even knowing that it's a crystal or not. I feel, at least for me, from playing this, I've been late on checking the Light World dungeon prizes just because... I don't know. It just feels like there's always going to be something in Eastern, even if regardless of whether it's a crystal or a pendant. There's a lot of these seeds where you end up having to clear that before you even make it to Dark World. So I just hold off.
Sorry, I can't help but laugh at the fish jumping in the water there to check out that item. Just the sound effect is so perfect.
The fish can't swim.
Yeah. Can use a sword but can't swim. Unbelievable.
Can hold a shield maybe. Can't swim. Not yet.
Ooh, green pendant is Meyer.
That's a interesting check to make right now, but what is this? Key Sanity? Nice hook shot. Nice Moon Pearl. Nice 20 bucks. Well, hook shot is also nice before Eastern because it lets you skip a couple screen transitions, checking the item on the right side. Sure.
Yo, I definitely agree with that. Darkened5ky is skipping that arrow despite not having any arrows.
And having a bow. Interesting. Gotta save those frames. There is
Yeah.
our
Guess if you
Moon Pearl. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you don't get boots before you shoot, I guess hookshot's kind of the next best thing, huh? Because you can skip that whole couple screen transitions up there. And there's all
Yeah,
sorts of little things that you can hook to make minor speed things.
Yeah, like the pot you can fall down into to get fairies. You can hookshot the Sahasrara tablet after the big key room.
That one's fun, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can even do the cool hookshot strat in Blind's Hut. That's apparently a thing now. Just don't do it in Checkerboard Cave. I learned that the hard way.
Oh no.
If you hookshot like through a block in Checkerboard Cave and you don't have the mirror, you live there. You have to leave. You have to save it quick. Powder and shovel here in Blind's Hut, so 2 fetch quests that are kind of nice to get out of the way. Of course, no hammer yet, so we can't check the magic bat right away.
Darkened5ky might be regretting using that extra bomb and escape here pretty soon. Doesn't have one to check out the back of the well, but is not going to gamble it. Oh, unless... Yeah, it's not going to bother gambling to see if there's a free bomb in one of those free 4 chests up there.
Yeah.
They're going to come buy some first.
There's going to be a bomb back there, but I can't fault for this play. Kind of unfortunate, though. But still needs, 2 bombs for not only the back of the well, but also Chicken Hut.
Mm-hmm. The times I've had to, like, come down here to get a bomb and then go back up to check those other 2, I just, like, save and quit out and skip checking the library and race game. Ooh, a hammer over in Eastern 2.
Okay, well, we are a glove away from Dark World access, but... you start, especially like early hookshot and Moon Pearl, I'm starting to think, and sword, I'm already thinking about Aga. And like hookshotting across the broken bridge and 2 gloves being over in the West Dark World. I'm thinking way ahead, and then just hoping for that glove to show up sooner. I feel like if you come into Kakariko with only 1 bomb, I usually will skip Blind's Hut and go to the well first.
Like, not gamble on either of them.
And hope, like, because getting back to the well is... Well, I think I said that backwards.
No. You said it right. I just...
Like, I'd rather use the bomb for Blind's Hut just because walking... It's a few more screen transitions as opposed to dropping him into the well.
Mm-hmm.
And there they were, of course. Every time. But yeah, we see the lamp as well, which, now we're just looking for another sword, maybe the cape, and then all of a sudden, a Dark World Aga portal.
Yeah, seeing that hammer, you'd think that, oh, well, I'll just get the glove for Dark World access, but, oops. Silly fish. Throwing the pot of Popo and getting more bombs. You'd expect to see the glove for Dark World access, but it's seeming almost just as likely here we'll get the cape or another sword.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, is without a glove or, like, flute, like, our options are kind of running short. I mean, we'll have South Shore pretty soon, and then a couple one-offs here and there. But...
There's like 500 items in South Shore. I think it'll be fun.
It's a good chance, but we'll see. So you're taking advantage of that fairy refill room to get that health back up, and then gonna hop in here.
Oh. Uh-oh. That second bow shot was a little late. Ah!
See, and... Okay, just gotta watch out for the other one.
Got the key.
I think he's trying to leave. He's trying to go back and get another fairy, which I think is a smart idea. You do not want to die at this point. Yoink.
Okay, the fairy seems so rude to me.
Get over here. Isn't that Mortal Kombat movie just
came out? It is. That's exactly what it is. Is it out? I think it is out.
I think it just came out. Like, right now. Seconds ago.
This second.
Despite all the reviews all the other people saw it early somehow.
It's already old news.
It's old news. I already forgot about it. What are we talking about? Zelda. Got it. Well, the nice thing for Sky is gonna have a little bit easier of a time here in Eastern, not dealing with these dark rooms like Obscure had to. So, have that lamp in hand. Be able to save a bit of time, and then we'll probably...
Oh. Fish. Click on the trigger.
Fish.
Just hold it in his mouth. It's so good.
Okay, I don't understand checking green pendant at this point. Like, what? Just wait till you get to the Dark World.
It's just, I don't have to look at this dungeon later when you're trying to get all that information.
I can ignore that part of the map when I check the map to get the other. Oh, that's time save right there. Oh, wow. Okay, well, yeah.
Happy day! He's so pleased with himself.
Okay, I gotta say, that is amazing. I think my other favorite sprite is the Yoshi sprite for this animation. Like, they're both amazing. They make me so happy.
I'm a big fan of the Ninja Turtles sprite, where it's just them flexing, going okay, because that's how it does in the NES game.
Pizza time.
They flex and go okay.
Okay. I can't say I've seen that one. I'll have to take a look. Doesn't Sonic do like the little finger up pose, like ah?
Oh yeah, because his smug little pose, yeah. What he does when you're not speedy enough. That's what he says, right?
Mikon.
What up?
Are we going to Aga? Is that happening this seed?
Absolutely.
Is that happening? I feel like it's
South Shore, probably not, but still.
Well, yeah, probably not. Before Sequence Broke, Waterfall, and Zora, and maybe Hobo?
Maybe not with this cash. I think if they had 500 rupees, maybe, but it feels like a little less of a you gotta do this right now when you're gonna end up orphaning Zora area like that.
You know, it always feels bad. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it feels real bad. When you beat Aga to get to the Dark World, and then find Flippers, and then Waterfall Cave just has a glove, and you're like, oh, I could have skipped all of that.
Does that exact situation happen to you recently?
Not recently, but it has happened in the past, and it does feel really bad.
I imagine.
Because I do really enjoy the Zora sequence breaks. I tend to go out of my way to make sure I have Houlihan money and stuff to check Zora and whatnot. And especially with Moon Pearl, like we could do Ice Rock Cave and then do the fake flipper, set up the water walk to get the waterfall chests.
Yeah, I feel like before you have like actual Dark World access, sequence breaks are just so much more important to do because of the bullcrap that they can put you through just to get normal.
Yeah. It's like trying to read the playthrough spoiler log on the website, and you're like, why would it make? I don't want to do this. I mean, what I'm guessing with, unless like 300 rupees or so, well, we'll need a little bit more than that to show up in South Shore. I'm gonna guess that we'll get a South Shore, maybe Ice Rock Cave. I could see a skip of that, and then set up the water walk to check waterfalls, see what's on Zora Ledge, and then maybe go to Hobo, save and quit. That'd be my guess.
If we find even one 300, it might be worthwhile to do the rupee stuff outside Ice Road. Oh, you need a glove for that. Never mind. I guess if they had a glove, they wouldn't bother doing that. They said you go to Dark World instead.
I'm gonna use this glove to farm rupees for Zora. And I'll go to the Dark World. Yeah, we can already see on Sky's side just... What?
No. That was scary.
I almost spoke too soon. I was saying, having a bit of a better time here in Eastern Palace, but those right Igors, they'll get you.
All right, I'm gonna get a bat check here. Don't usually get bat access this early, I feel.
Which means it's got to be available this early for a reason.
There's a reason for everything.
Is this a glove? Nope. Just
watching the fish hold up the bombs was the reason.
That's a good reason.
It was the journey, not the destination.
Oh. All right. Well, what do we got left? We got Agnes Cave, which is really annoying to get to. Ice Rock Cave, which is really annoying to get to, and South Shore.
Which is not very annoying to get to.
And the dam. That's it. Those are the only items we have left in
Only
logic.
these like 10 spots. That's it.
Outside of completing Aga Tower, which then would open up Pipe Cave, Stumpy, Digging Game, Palace of Darkness, and West Dark World. Oh yeah, that whole section too. Because we do have the hammer to hammer the peg, and then we can hookshot across the broken bridge, and then that opens up Skull Woods and Vegas and Down.
Woods already spelled it out for us.
Boy, without boots, that whole path just feels horrible. So I'm sure these runners are begging for a glove to show up. Please don't make me do that. Please don't make me do that.
Fish. Oh, he's like completely underneath the grass.
He can't see a thing.
I get lost.
It just reminds me of like watching the Garfield Christmas special, and Garfield's walking through the snow, and only his tail is sticking up, and he runs into like one of those water pumps, the little metal water pumps. Classic moment right there.
Oh, Garf.
Oh, Garf. All right, we do have a plethora of items appearing here in Mini Mulder Cave. What do we got? Another boomer. 3 more bombs.
They're bombering.
20 rupees. 300 rupees. And an ice rod. Well, it's not quite a glove, but...
Yeah, those last 2 items I think are pretty great. 300 just in time for Zora if they decide to go do it.
But you already know that T-Rock's going to be a pendant. There are 2 more unknown pendants in the Dark World. You know it's going to be...
That's the law, right? If you find an early ice rod, there can't be a...
It's the rule. It's encoded into the game.
Yeah.
Well, we are getting a little divergence currently. If there is a glove in Agnes Cave, that would be pretty good, because that is a very easily last location or skipped check before making the Aga play, I'd say. It's quite a walk. But what do we got? Wow. Well, that is a really good find that I could see Sky missing out on.
Yeah, we'll have to see where the 4th sword ends up lying. See if they actually end up getting tempered, but that one's going to be a hard, sell to go back and get to.
So I think this is gotta be the Houlihan play then? On Obscure side?
To do this cave over here?
Yeah. So the setup is really simple. You just walk up to that little corner, and drop down like 4 or 5 times.
Come on, Fish, you can do it.
Let the screen scroll up a little bit, and then you fall down the hole, and all of a sudden you got 225 rupees sitting in front of you. And this is going to work out for Obscure, because they're going to pick up that 300 in Mini Mulder Cave, and then boom.
Yeah, Sky's going to have to hope for 100, I guess, in one of these couple checks here before actually getting to Zora. I can't believe Fish was banished from the waters of Hyrule.
For now.
Oh, you must get back on land.
Wait a minute. That just says more Aga. That is really funny, actually. Because that is one of those things when you're looking for like an Aga seed early. If you see early Cape or, Cape's one of the things we need to get into Aga Tower. So that showing up is actually really funny. The heart container. We did see half magic on Desert Ledge. Just a heart container on Lake Hylia Island. There's that 300. Well, the questionable thing is, I'm sure Obscure is going to check Ice Rock Cave, but will they also go check the hobo for that cape, or just go straight for the Zora area? Shield! Whoa, there it is! Wow!
Well, you were right, Willard. It actually does happen. It happens.
Yes! Oh, I'm so happy. I love to see that happen. Because, Aga's a cool dude. We don't want to kill him. We don't want to...
He can have his power for all I care.
We don't want to enrage him. It's just going to make the Aga 2 fight even harder because he's going to be so mad.
You think Sky's going to actually farm for... Okay, no. Killed a Zora and got like 6 monies out of it. But, you know what? Glove means Dark World access.
Yeah, but you know what glove also means? Zora X.
Oh, you're right.
So
Gotta go there right now.
here's the interesting thing, at least for Sky currently, is they know that flippers are in the Dark World, or there's something in the Dark World that will lead to the flip. It actually doesn't tell you really anything, just because we have so much available to us. If it'd be different if we didn't have like the hook shot, because then it'd be like, okay, flippers are either Hype Cave, Stumpy Digging Game, or Pod.
Oh yeah, here I am thinking about Lower Dark World, but the Mountain X is actually pretty attractive right now too, huh? Having the hook shot and the hammer.
Yeah, I mean, this is just continuing down the sequence break rabbit hole.
The fish hole.
The fish hole, like the ice fishing hole.
On second thought, never say fish hole again.
You said it first. But who knows what can show up here? We can find Mitz already, and then all of a sudden we have a million things open to us. 1 million.
Mitz would be nice. It'd be nice to check out the Turtle Rock Medallion this early on.
Yes.
And, you know, everything else over there, I suppose. Knocking out the whole the mountain in one swoop is pretty great, because it takes kind of a long time to get back to the second time.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be hoping for glove up here, just so you can... Oh, there's a bombos. We don't know about that yet, but that's good to see. And there's a 20. So you're about to get their glove, and out of logic, I love sequence breaking. It's my favorite part about playing this game, because I love piecing together the puzzle, figuring out where you messed up and broke logic, and how to get back into it. I think it just makes the game a lot more interesting with the sequence break. It's fun. I enjoy it.
I agree with you.
There he is. He's got a shield.
Oh, shield. He's served himself on a plate.
So right now, you know, Sky's up here, up on Death Mountain, missing the Tempered Sword that we got in Agnes Cave. So you're also going to check Zora at this point, which, if it ends up being a useful item, Sky's probably going to end up missing out on that for a long time.
Yes. There's no easy way to come back here unless you're, like, nearing out of catfish or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty specific circumstances.
It's kind of the risk about... That's why I always like to have enough money before I go to Zora, just because you don't want to isolate this check, because you're never coming back to it, probably. Just 20 smackers, that's it. But he spent 500 on 20 smackers when there were like 220 smackers here in Paradox. What were you thinking?
Come on, fish, get with the times.
Come on. Well, here's something interesting. Obscure, I mean, is going to head straight to the Dark World. This might be a Hype Cave check, and then whether they go to Pyramid or go west, we might actually see the flippers we were wondering where they were.
Oh, there's our check. 5 and 6 at Pod and Thieves Town. I saw Skullwoods was a pen.
And so was Swamp. So,
and there it is again.
Wow. T-Rock, Crystal T-Rock with the early Ice Rod? Wow.
Hell yeah.
I'm so glad Obscure talked to Sahasrara, but then map checked in the Dark World twice.
He had to really see if Turtle Rock was a crystal or not.
He did a double take. What? Oh,
Ooh.
well, wait, there's our intended first glove. So that is going to be unfortunate for Sky already up here in the dark, or up on Death Mountain, but who knows, maybe Sky will find something else of use. So far, we've just seen that Bombos. We are going to get to see a Harapot, though, which is fun.
We did see also a green 20 there in the Hype Cave. That might be a sword that Sky can end up actually picking up rather than the one in Agnes Cave. That'd be super nice to get that, because that's usually a pretty early Dark World check, too.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't be like behind in weaponry and mini dungeons. Maybe.
It looked like he had it correct, but then I don't know what happened. It looked like it just moved up or something.
I've never seen this trick done in my life.
I've not seen that setup. Well, that's also interesting, because usually when you do that setup, you have to like tap left so you don't get stuck, but he just held straight up right and it worked out. Ow.
It works.
Ow.
Whatever you did worked. Good job.
Good job.
Good job, Darkened5ky, who is not named after this Guild game. No, this is the Flippers.
Wait.
Then that means
that.
Oh boy.
Oh. Okay, so beat Aga, get Glove out of Hype Cave, go up Death Mountain, get Flippers out of Hera, get Mitts out of Waterfall Cave. So the logic's been solved, Mekon. We're done.
We're geniuses.
Back in it. We did it.
We're
solved
so
it.
Smart. It's us. Why aren't we playing this seed? We've done already.
We would have. I mean, I wouldn't have done Aga if I was playing the seed. Yuck. And neither were either of them. So I'm just really happy because, like, beating Aga in a seed like this would feel so bad if one of them did it and the other one didn't. So I'm glad that they both made the play. And nice bottle off of Moldorm. That's our first bottle.
First one? Yeah. Okay.
I feel like
we had reason to go back to Kakariko anytime soon. I guess the myths will give. Or I guess let's see the other player. Ah, Willard, help!
Mamma mia! The only thing I can see happening now for Sky is that with that bottle, they might go for the Village of Outcasts start instead of the Hype Cave start.
Mm-hmm.
I could potentially see that.
Walk all the way around in the woods just to get to the Dark World.
Also, did Sky also check Bat? I don't remember. I know Obscure did. I don't know if Sky did.
I don't think so, because Sky went to the town first, so there wasn't really much incentive to go back there other than that one check.
Well then, yeah, I feel like I could see Sky going for the Village of Outcasts Dark World. Especially because of now having two things he could do. But I could be mistaken. Clearly I am. Well, this works out. You guys gonna get their mitts. And
can just route left if they really want to. Walk up to the village from the west. To the west.
Yep.
Or go clear pod. Both of them are pretty equally attractive right now, I think.
Dungeon so handsome. Did Obscure also check Pyramid before going to pod, or was it a straight shot to pod?
I don't think so.
Well, we're gonna find out if that other sword was in fact in here. Nope. So that is probably one of our male upgrades. Alright, well.
There's too much available. It's hard to, like, make assumptions about anything, because there's just so many things open.
Mekon, we need some heckin' items, dog.
I have an orange sun-kissed. Is that a good item?
I have... yeah, actually, yeah, that's not bad. Let's see, what are the Pyramid Fairy Crystals? Pod and Thieves. Okay, that's why neither of them are making the Pyramid play, because they're going to set up... They're going to get both the red crystals and then do Pyramid with Pyramid Fairy, and then maybe go up to Catfish from there, which I like. That's a good call.
Makes sense to me. It's one of those things that, like, while watching, I wouldn't be thinking about, but if I was playing the game, it's like, I'm in the zone thinking about routing and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do pod, then I'm going to go do this. But if I'm just, watching here, I'm not thinking about advanced routing techniques like that. I can't think about what you're thinking.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Thanks for thinking about what I'm thinking.
No problem.
No, the fish is getting roasted.
Skier's thinking about death. Oh, does it just curl up?
I know.
Curls up. It turns on its morph ball form. Well, let's see. We'll need access to desert, so we'll need either Flute and Mirror or the book. And with Swamp being a pendant, I'm sure these runners don't want to see a mirror because they don't want to think about Swamp.
Yeah, that'd be... yeah, we have everything. Having the hook shot and hammer already, I guess. But, pin... Nah.
Don't want to see... No mirror. No mirror.
Bad things. Bad thoughts.
Don't want the mirror.
Get out of my brain.
we already have the ice rod, but we do need a fire rod, Samaria, and a medallion for T-Rock. We also need a fire rod for Ice Palace. But if we do find the mirror, it does give us bombos to get into Ice Palace, so there's some possibilities.
I guess when you have to do Ice Palace at some point, that's okay. It's okay to make a decision to go there. I guess Ice Palace isn't nearly as bad as it used to be when I actually played this game.
I mean, it's a lot better now, especially with Icebreaker.
Yeah.
Like, that dungeon is pretty nice. As long as you remember to, like, hit the switch first before doing Icebreaker if you're in go mode. Because that's a rough mistake to make. But that's the thing, is like you'll see runners, if they have access to Ice Palace, they'll put it off until they find Samaria sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And it hurts them when Samaria ends up being in there. Boy, I feel like Obscure's been in this dungeon for a year.
It's a long dungeon when you have to fully clear it, actually. And you don't have the mirror to make some sections a little quicker, in my opinion.
That's kind of one of the nice things about there not being any tunic upgrades in this, is that Death Warpin's easy. Piece of cake.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing when you're playing like cross keys or something and you're like, oh, I got Death Warp out of pod because I'm out of keys. Oh, I already have red mail. Well, there we go. Let's take some time.
I did like Obscure swapping to the bow there, except with Tempered Sword, it's much, much easier and faster. Hitting Helma with an arrow is actually pretty tough. Ooh! One of his feet. All right.
Fish is going fast. He's kicking up dirt and clouds and dust.
I want to see a fish in a boot, like in Mario.
Whatever.
Like the green boot that hops at you.
The green hopping one? I love that boot.
Yeah,
That boot's
I want to see a fish in this boot. Sprite makers, get on it.
So, yeah, we need that sprite. Okay, well, starting at Sank, gonna go ahead and check King's Tomb and Bonk Rocks at this point, and you know, two things, you get to go fast. Other thing, don't have to worry about Desert or GT being boots locked, because you have the boots. It's great.
I want to see more running fish. Go, go, go. Whee!
He looks like he's sliding.
It's like no animation once he
doesn't.
going.
Yeah, he does. He is literally sliding.
I'm gonna blame like 30 FPS.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see it now. I saw the movement.
No, please skip more frames. It's funnier.
Why does it just look like blue bratwurst sliding across the ground to me? I need that fish's bunny sprite to be it, like, in a hot dog bun. Or something. Alright, Mikan, I feel like at this point, do you go for the safer play of just doing Thieves Town, Village of Outcasts, or do you make that trip up Death Mountain if you're Obscure?
I think Thieves Town. Well, I think the obvious play here for Obscure is doing Thieves Town, looping around the bottom of Dark World to get the big bomb, and then go into the pyramid.
Did Obscure never do Lost Woods? That's interesting. Okay. I remember he routed from the south up to Kakariko, and then did Magic Bat, and then must have saved and quit out of there.
I mean, I guess with the routing, I'm more impressed that he remembered to come back and check.
Right.
I would not have.
That is such a early location that you're like, yeah, I already did that. Well, fortunately for him, there was nothing there, but it's interesting. Very interesting. Well, Mitz is going to get us back into the Dark World real quick here in Village of Outcasts. And then, yeah, at this point, Thieves Town, really safe play to make. No problem. Go for it. Check Village of Outcast, and then, we haven't seen, Ding Game or Stumpy. Could also go up and check Bumper Ledge, maybe make that dip into Skullwoods. It is a pendant. You could potentially get both items out of there and be done.
Knows exactly when to pull out that bomb to save frames right there. Fish the demolition expert.
So the interesting thing is, we do know where the flippers are. They were in Hera. Right now, they don't open anything up other than, the intended mitts that we were supposed to get later. So the question is, what is the next thing we're looking for at this point? What is something that's going to open more shenanigans up for us?
It feels like it would be like a medallion for to just like get. Well, I guess we don't smart, do we? The mirror would get Vamos and Ice Palace, so I think that'd be nice. The Fire Rod would be nice for ice and, actually just completing Skull Woods. I guess Skull Woods is a pin, but, I mean, it's nice to actually have things to do.
Yeah, and, like, a flute would be okay to see, I guess, at this point, because it would just open up Mire Shed and give us Mire Medallion, and, we don't really want to go into Mire at this point, but, yeah, I'd say, a Fire Rod or a mirror would obviously open up a crap ton. But we still haven't seen any of Dark Death Mountain yet. So could be some goodies up there. Ooh. All right, well, Sky making it past Helma. Fight taking a little bit longer, only having the Master Sword, not having the Tempered Sword that Obscure got out of. Sky is still in pod. This dungeon is so long.
Long dungeon, yeah.
Or maybe time has just slowed down for me. But getting them boots, and now having already done Death Mountain, I will probably see them head straight to Village of Outcasts as well.
Or walking out of pod. Walking out of pod? Yeah, I guess this is the hook shot across the river. It takes so long to walk out of pod.
Yeah, that's why I don't like doing it. Though, I mean,
I feel like with the boots, it might be better off, just saving coin to Sanctuary and checking the bonk rocks before using the mitts to take the portal.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is a catfish play.
Yeah, I don't see really any other reason to do it. I guess Pyramid too.
Okay, I'm not a fan of this play anymore. Because now you're gonna have to come back for Pyramid Fairy, right?
Maybe this is the play.
Nope.
Nope.
Just a bottle. Yeah, not a fan of this. Really slow leaving out of pod, and yeah, do Pyramid Fairy with Pyramid Check, and then rush up to Catfish. I mean, you have mitts too, so like, into the Dark World over in Village of Outcasts is pretty quick. But that'll do it. Mikon, have we seen anything in here yet? Just some bombs.
No.
Okay. Thank you for the update. Where'd that fish go? I don't know why. I guess just because the fish is a hot dog, that it just looks like when it's dashing, it's like just a flying sword, as opposed to a character running with a sword in front of them.
It's so high up. You can't reach your fins up that high. It must be a psychic fish to like hold it out slightly in front of them. That's something psychics do, right?
Yeah. Same with the shield. I hope Obscure finds the mirror shield. I want to see that.
Giant shield.
I want to see that. I need to experience this.
I feel like the tiny sprite would kind of mess me up in fights like this.
Yeah.
I've tried playing half sprites before, like Kirby or something like that. I know Kirby's kind of half size. And that's actually a little much weirder than you'd think. Happy fish!
I remember I challenged somebody to a race where we had to play as Invisible Link, where it's just a shadow. That was great. That was a heckin' good time. Hey, we're up to 3 crystals now. That's pretty heckin' cool.
It's nice.
I like
that. 2
that.
of them are super important too.
Mm-hmm. The thing is for Obscure though, is if he's heading down to do Pyramid Fairy, I wonder you'd probably just go ahead and skip the Smith, right? Because you can't bring them both. You can't do both.
I love the fish digging.
He is launching that dirt to the heavens. Could you imagine digging like that and just always hurling dirt like literally above your head?
Sounds like a blast, actually.
Just...
Get out of here, dirt. I got time for you.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna skip the Smith to go down to Pyramid Fairy, like squeezing in a Hammer Pegs check might be good, and then at the same time you end up isolating Purple Chest, and who knows, Purple Chest might just have that mirror that we may or may not need. Who knows?
Oh gosh, what an awful spot for that. I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
This is kind of a weird situation to be in when you have two quests that require someone to follow you, and it's like, which one do I do? They're both terrible. Which one though? But I like this better just because, you know, Obscure knows that his opponent probably might have already checked Pyramid or is going to do this grouping together. So if there's something on the Pyramid, you want to do it right away.
Getting Skullwoods for the first time from Sky.
This could be good. It's a pendant dungeon. We don't need to beat it as far as we know. And there are 2 items in here that could just be chilling in the front.
Yeah, the front's actually not too bad to go check out time-wise, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you just get a key right here, then you can just zip through this front section. Nice. I feel like the probability of a key showing up in that chest seems relatively high. I mean, there are 3 keys in this dungeon that show up in chests, so... Bombs? Mirror. Okay.
Right. Sweet. That's Bombos and Ice Palace access. Fish making another round. Really wants that bottle. Oh yeah, Swamp access. Sorry, I immediately forgot about Swamp Palace when it was decidedly a pendant dungeon.
That was unfortunate for Sky getting Gibdoed and then wall mastered.
Oh no.
It's like, alright, do I take the death or do I just get grabbed? I feel like in this case, you just go ahead and use your small key and check, open the door on the right. But...
yeah, that is kind of the end goal, huh? Around this entire way. Oh, nice hook there. Oh, could it have been worth it? It's gonna do it anyway. It's a little silly, but that's okay.
Yeah. Alright, well, yeah, the mirror... the mirror's gonna get Obscure up to... Oh, going for the hover. The mirror's gonna get Obscure up to Hera quicker. He'll get Bombos, he'll get his flippers. Nice. Spicy hover for a map. And yeah, then all of a sudden we have both of our... I would assume we'd see a Crystal Ice play before we'd see a Pendant Swamp play, but you know, that's the thing, is I feel like it's still kind of relatively early, in quotations, in the seed, that making these pendant gambles don't feel as bad.
I think so.
I think it depends as well on... I mean, we're still at least... I mean, at most 3 items away from go mode. Maybe... Well, no, 4. Because we still need access to desert. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Well, Fish is going to be up here. It's ObscureLifeForm. I'm sorry I just keep calling you Fish if you're watching this back. I hope that's okay. Has the whole mountain to check still. So yeah, as you said, there's a lot of crap up here. We haven't even been up here with Mitts yet, have we?
No, so we have the 2 items in Super Bunny, and then the items in Hookshot Cave. We'll be able to see our Turtle Rock Medallion and go from there. But yeah, it is starting to lean towards that. Oh, there's the flute! Obscure did not check that. So that plus the mirror will get us our desert access.
Nice, nice.
But, of course, only one of each player has it, and I wonder if Sky's gonna end up putting off the...
Very fast!
Pyramid Fairy check because of the Pyramid check earlier. But we don't know. They still have to finish Thieves Town first.
Well, I'm sorry, this fish lobbing really fast. My spin speed is really good.
If only Obscure had also done the thing where you're in spin speed, you're going up the ladder, and you hold a bomb above your head, and you kind of like switch facing back and forth as you're speeding up along there. It's hilarious. Well, this certainly got interesting, I'd say, especially with 2 semi-isolated spots for each of them. Now, of course, that flute might not be required if Book shows up at some point for Obscure. And that mirror might not be required if Sky finds a fire out here in Hammerpigs. And Bombos isn't required for T-Rock, so this is interesting.
Whole lot of ifs.
A lot of ifs.
We need full information for this investigation.
Been here in Hammerpigs.
Quit eating your sword, Fish.
Fish going for the bomb setup. Yeah, there you go.
Wow, I am very Fish now. Nice.
Well, Mikon, I guess we're just waiting until we get some new information, because we've already seen all this.
Yeah, I can't believe this. Why can't every racer just go the exact same way every time? Do they make games like that? Where the game is the same every time?
Why couldn't these runners just run 2 different seats at the same time? Then it'd just be nothing but new content. The other thing I'm wondering about is where are 4th swords for Sky if he ends up never going to Agnes Cave? Because there's another sword out there.
The truth is out there.
You just have to keep
Sky
looking.
Needs to find it. I feel like having the flute and getting the mirror, that whole desert area access will probably push them to check ID enough fairly soon, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just really comes down to if Sky does go for the Pyramid Fairy, which was a surefire thing until they made that weird check on Pyramid and Catfish after Pod, so...
But this cave exists, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, we have, like, a lot of the things that let us do it. Like Myrna. Or Kate. Or health.
It's money. Rich Fish.
This is our second 300 we've seen. That's where that one was hiding. There's like, what? 4 or 5 in the pool?
I thought it was... oh, no. By the time I go to the website and check, someone's already going to say how many it is in chat.
I'm going to assume at least 7.
Check that already.
So Obscure does have Bombos Medallion, just want to remind everyone. So this is potentially Ice Palace play? Maybe. Which feels kind of bad with no magic, but I think he still does have a green potion that he picked up somewhere. Wait. Wait.
What up?
Skipping Dark Death Mountain, interesting.
Oh, for what purpose? Did we miss that? Did he actually do it?
He did Hera, and then he did Spike Cave, and then left. All of East Death Mountain he skipped, which is, I mean, as far as we know, a good play, but that's a
I don't know.
That's a noodle scratcher right there, but
super quick items. Like, even if I can't go into Turtle Rock, or if I've already done East Death Mountain, I'll still make a trip over to Dark Death Mountain for that.
I mean, here's the other thing about it is, like, let's say Fire Rod is very funny in Ice Palace. They had to use Bombos to get it, and he finds Samaria here as well or something. And all of a sudden, Desert's door just opens wide up and he can get there and doesn't need the flute anymore. How much more is he going to check, not knowing what the T-Rock medallion is? Question mark, question mark. I mean, I guess...
Even just seeing the T-Rock medallion would be worth it, in my opinion.
I guess if you think about it, you know, always clear crystal dungeons, right? And when you got them... Right?
You don't have to rationalize this, Willard.
The other thing, okay, here's another big point. If Obscure had gone ahead and done Dark East Death Mountain, would have got full magic from Super Bunny Cave, instead of coming in here with no magic. Just saying.
Unbelievable. All right, fish, do the jump. I want to see the fish jump. Flop over that way. Thank you.
Success.
Oh, hey, Sky beat up blind. Nice, good job.
Yeah, I noticed both players were... I mean, they had good fights, but like sword beams whenever you go into blind fight is always kind of
easy mode.
No, it's the opposite. Sword beams are good if you're like doing a blind refight, but for the initial fight, it can sometimes eat one of your inputs. Or not eat your inputs, but like, because a lot of times you'll slash and then you'll slash again to like just hold your sword out and have blind run into it. But like the second slash, the sword beam will hit blind before it's actually vulnerable again. And then all of a sudden, you're off script.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying. It was not gibberish to me.
I sure hope so.
Maybe to the average Twitch viewer, but not to me.
Is Sky spelling something for us? It looked like a...
FP, if you tilt your head to the left.
Oh.
What does that mean? Firepower?
I don't get it. Okay, alright. This is interesting. So we're in the Pyramid Fairy play from Sky. We are seeing the Smith Chain,
Ooh.
which could still have something.
Fish power? That would make sense. But they're not a fish.
Fish paste? That sounds threatening.
Ooh.
Frog power. Oh. Uh-oh.
Run, fish, run!
Green potion, okay.
Man, that must be like one small magic short, because that looked fine to me.
Yeah, Sky does have that flute, so we will get to see that Mire Shed and Mire Medallion as well.
Yeah, hopefully it won't put off doing Pyramid Fairy for too much longer.
But that's the thing, Nikon. We don't know if it's necessary yet. You know how sometimes you'll find the book and it sends you on a wild journey that ends up getting you nothing? The mirror could do that. If we just find the book elsewhere.
I feel like that happens more with the mirror than the book.
Yeah, but, you know, it could happen the other way, maybe. You never know. Possibilities they're not endless, but they are...
endless. I'm concerned about the fish on ice here, but he seems to be taking it really well.
He's scooting around. Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen anything in Ice Palace yet, and until we know what our T-Rock medallion is, we don't even know if that Bombos is required. But...
here we go. Nice of both players to give us completely opposite information. Oh, hey, gonna get the sword now too. Yep.
Oh, nice. That's gonna work out for Sky very well. But then we'll never know where the fourth one was. It's probably in GT or Laser Bridge or something. Temper Sword is also gonna make this fight pretty easy for Obscure. Though it does have to be careful. It does have a red potion if one of these pups get away.
Yeah, with hard mode limiting you to green mail, some of the later... That was a pretty good spin there at the end.
Yeah, that was a good
later Dark World bosses. Oh!
Every time, man.
Alright, so yeah, mirror did happen to be required.
That is a huge find for Obscure now. Did we get any items out of Skull? I don't remember if we did.
Skull Woods? I think there was a heart piece in there. I don't remember. I don't remember the other one.
Okay. But,
I might also be making that up.
that mirror is 100% required. So Sky is going to have to go eventually do a Pyramid Fairy. And I don't know when we'll see that, honestly. Which is... but we're going to see what's on East Death Mountain. And if it's T-Rock is Bombos and Samaria is over there, then we'll be heading into T-Rock.
Yeah, the pennant, or the medallion to open up Turtle Rock still kind of, and like the Samaria location itself, both those things still kind of make this questionably 2020.
There's some more swords.
One of those was a sword, right? Because there's only like, what, 3?
Well, it could have been heart containers as well.
If they happen to have found all of the containers already.
They might have, and then what's left is the heart pieces and Sank Heart.
It's Quake.
It's Quake. Okay.
Wow.
Well, we still need that mirror. Still need... So we need Quake, and we need Samaria. That is our go mode condition in general. When you know where those are. Singular.
Not that. We don't need that.
Perfect.
And we're out. See you. Ah, down this hole.
So, what do you think the chances of what we need being in the desert area? Or in desert, or like checkerboard? Gotta be pretty high, right? I mean, we're kind of running out of stuff.
Yeah, desert and swamp are like the hot ticket places right now, I think.
Oh yeah, we still have a whole pendant swamp. Ugh.
Yeah, that having 3 times as many items as desert. Seems a little likely, but you know what?
The question is, will Obscure just go for the swamp play, or when are they going to get that flute off of Bumper Ledge? I mean, I could see them going for the skull. I could see them picking skull over swamp for the 2 items.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
Bumper Ledge.
Yeah, they'll swap over there. They'll fish over there and check out the flute area.
Yeah, but then again,
going to Skullwoods.
Obscure has also been making some interesting routing decisions in this seed, which is good. Like, you know,
it's healthy competition.
Yeah.
It's
also Quake. Big 20. Kana Samaria. All right. So Quake either in Swamp, Graveyard Ledge. We haven't seen that either. Or in the desert area. This is good though, because now Pedestal is dead. And Meyer's dead. It's dead.
We killed Meyer.
The whole dungeon just never rises from the marshy area. All right, well, this is looking like a Pyramid Fairy play from Sky, so this is going to work out. Coming up is going to be a very interesting, a pivotal moment for Obscure, whether they do Skullwoods or they go to Swamp. Obscure does need to get that flute off a Bumper Ledge. Yeah, because we need flute to get the Canis Maria, so.
Well, Sync Start looks good for going to Skull Woods. Here's hoping. Trying to fancy bomb skit. Oh, but oh, I guess he just wanted to dash the pegs down. I guess that's fine.
Yeah, he wanted to do the damage boost hammer dash so that the bomb will stick with you.
I see,
Which I actually haven't seen that, so interesting. And I won't, because it didn't work. But that is interesting. How do you think about that? If it weren't for the fact that the enemy takes a few seconds to like actually spring to life, I think it'd be a good play. But
here comes. Nope, never mind. We're going over this way first, and then we're gonna look to Skull Woods.
What if Book is right here on Graveyard Ledge?
Gasp.
That could be pretty cheeky. Just a. I almost said fish.
Got a fish in a bottle from the fairy.
Why is there not? Why can't you bottle fish? If you could bottle a fish and take it to Bottle Vendor for some easy bombs and magic and money, that'd be great.
There's an Ocarina of Time, isn't there? Someone who will buy a fish from you?
Yeah, they'll buy bugs and fish, and maybe pose. I think in the Game Boy Advance Link to the Past, you can use the bug net to catch a fish.
Right.
And a squirrel. It's like part of the it's part of the quest. No, it's part of the quest to get into the Four Swords dungeon.
That's impossible. I've never heard of that.
I'm not lying. It's true. Right, well, Obscure gonna see and grab their flute, which we might see a bailout on Skull Woods to go do what Sky's doing right now, and get that Cane of Samaria and then head into desert. Sky needs to go back up, grab Bombos off a Spectacle Rock, and then head into Ice Palace for that Fire Rod off a Cold Stare. So. Which is a play you're going to make no matter what.
Yeah, Ice Palace does take a while though, so it's a little annoying to go.
He does have
time for it.
He has Samaria though, so to be able to do a little bit faster because Icebreaker.
That's true. That's true.
So we may be able to save a little bit of time there. Okay, well, logically this dungeon is boots locked. If the big key just ends up showing up in the chest, you could technically beat the dungeon without getting the boots, but... I mean, there are 2 items in here. We could just find... I mean, if Quake is in here, that's probably
boring.
GG for Sky. Like, Sky, a little bit behind at this point. Like a whole Ice Palace, in fact.
One thing that could super help is, like, if it happens to be... I don't know. Obscure hasn't... Did Obscure go back to check East Death Mountain? Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. So we know it's about Quake. Gotcha.
Okay, so this is... Here getting that. There's our third 300.
The second item in desert too. So nothing here, but crystal.
That right now, Quake is either going to be on Lambos or in Womp. I think we've seen everything else at this point, right?
Yeah, that was the second desert item. So I think Swamp is looking super likely right now, or at least something to lead us to it.
So. With that, I feel like Obscure's got a pretty good advantage at this point.
Yeah, because Sky's going to fully clear Ice Palace for sure before bothering the Swamp.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess we do have K45 in Purple Chest.
Well, if you could make a Hail Mary to one of those to get the item and be able to stay out of Swamp entirely, that'd be super great.
Yeah.
So I guess it's still possible.
I mean, I guess the nice thing about those 2 checks is that you can kind of do them grouped together. You just, I don't know, you'd probably go what? Swamp Portal, checks out the Grove, and then go up and grab Chest, Mirror Flute, something like that.
Almost missed that land wall there. Ice Rod's so awkward to use on this fight because of its slow movement speed startup. It's funny though.
Oh, and okay, so there wasn't an item on Lamo, so we did get 2 items. I think there's still another item in the back of Skull Woods.
I think that might be correct. You're definitely probably maybe right.
We're definitely seeing Ice Palace from Sky once they go get that Bombos, which is what they are doing right now. But yeah, the question for Obscure is, do you check those one-offs? Obscure also hasn't been in a Skullwoods at all, so Sky could get some time back if Obscure goes for the Skullwoods play instead of the Swamp and Skull. Can be kind of frustrating to route, though. Having that mirror will make it a little bit quicker.
Yeah, with Skullwood's already half done. I don't imagine Sky will make the play to go back there for 1 item, just in the back.
Well, I was talking about Obscure, who hasn't been there at all.
What these people.
Fish. Let's talk about Fish. They
should just let 1 person race. It'd be much easier to follow.
There was a tourney race that one of the players forfeit like 9 minutes in, and then me and Futon got to commentate a let's play basically.
Nice.
It was a thing.
What the heck? What was it like I guess a real life thing? Because I can't imagine something happens in 9 minutes that makes you like rage quit at something.
It wasn't the seed at all. It was a bit of it was an error on the player's side. This was back when we had 3 files. So quite a few tourneys ago, but and they never played on the 3rd file, or like never used the 3rd file, but they like, because you would make messages by naming all 3 files something.
For sure.
And they did that for the first time, and then like they accidentally loaded up that file once and was confused why they lost all their progress, and then they like restarted and basically just were like, well, I'm already like 5 minutes behind, so I'm just gonna forfeit.
Oh, I see. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That must be why we only have 1 file nowadays. So that never happens again. Surely that's the reason.
It's a good enough reason. And I mean, with only 1 file, it's so much easier to give it a funny name, because you can still give it, it still has its what? 12 letters that you can put in?
That's correct.
Alright, what's happening, Mikon? Where are we going?
Sky walked through a wall and is now on this side of Ice Palace. Obscure is looking around this gross area that's not a swamp.
So, if it does end up being in swamp, and Obscure does go for Skull Woods over swamp first, and with Sky having Icebreaker and being able to get through Ice Palace a little bit quicker, I mean, this might even up a little bit more. Yeah,
it's gonna tighten up a lot sooner rather than later, that's for sure.
This is the swamp play, so a lot of items in here. Like, I think this is probably, in my opinion, I think this is probably the smarter, wiser play, just because
density-wise.
Because the number of items that are in here, and yeah, the other checks are just kind of obnoxious to get to. I would still probably check South of Grove before making swamp play, though, because if K45 has Quake, then you don't get to do swamp. It's like a seed where swamp is your second to last crystal, and you're an ice rod away from go mode. You're like, I'll check this one thing real quick.
Yeah, it's not that far off, I think. That's a good idea, in my opinion. How's your orange Sunkiss doing, Willard?
It's still a little cold. I mean, warm. You need to go reheat it. I mean, cool it down.
Just put it on the coffee burner.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Sunkiss burner.
Hmm.
I'm more of a Fresca. I haven't had any of those soft drinks in forever. Oh, okay.
Well,
all right. Well,
that's kind of it, isn't it?
Well, that's a go mode right there. Well, here's the thing: if Sky goes there
immediately, it won't be as bad.
Because I mean, he's already at Cold Stare. He needs to go there instantly.
Like now, just leave Cold Stare. Go do it right now.
And that's the interesting thing. If Sky hadn't done that weird post-pod pyramid play in Catfish, I mean, the seed might have played out completely differently. But I'm just saying, like, if he had done that differently and then done anything else to say, I don't know.
Or fought Cold Stare a little better.
No, it was pretty good.
Sorry.
No, pretty much all these fights have been pretty good.
When Cold Stare gets away from you, he really gets away from you.
Yeah.
They go flying.
And you don't have the fire rod to bail you out.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, Sky needs to go straight to swamp right now. Nothing else. Don't check purple chest. Kill moth. Don't go to graveyard ledge.
Please don't go to graveyard ledge. Oh no.
Don't go to Zora.
Oh no, it's going to Zora! Because he didn't check before. Oh no.
Very fast. Very zoom. It's that fake spin speed. I mean, I agree with this play right here. Checking Zora. I mean,
it's as close as you're ever gonna get.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's not too long to get back to here. Yes. Okay. Well, he does have flippers, so.
It's not faster, right? That's...
No.
Okay.
No, you just run up the north route and then swim, but it's okay. It's okay! It's alright! Well,
cave. No. Fly to 4.
See where we're going. If it's 4, this could be closer. If it's 3, that's GG. Alright, well, let's see what kind of T-Rock layout we have. Get that early big key, we can skip some stuff. You know, maybe even skip the big chest, like players like to do.
Maybe Sky will find, like, the any medallion. And then we can use that to get into Turtle Rock and not have to worry about it.
Oh no, I can already hear everyone in chat going to the main Discord and putting that thing you just said in the suggestions channel.
Yes, please do that.
And then clarifying why it's a good idea. Is this kind of like the any key? Is that where you're going with that? What's any medallion? If you
That's
used it, what would the animation be?
All 3.
It would take a full minute.
It'd take a year to play out.
Would it do it all 3 at the same time? Because that'd be kind of neat.
That'd be dope. As long as
one after the other. At the same time, though, it'd probably like crash the game.
What would Link's animation be?
Well, he does the little ground pound quake. Doesn't he do the same thing for Ether and Bombos?
Oh, I guess you might be right, yeah.
Okay, so... Yeah, in Ether and Bombos, he just holds his sword up, right?
He does the spin and then holds it up, I believe.
Okay, so he jumps, does a spin mid-air into a ground pound, and it looks really cool.
Dang, that'd be swanky. I want to see that.
Oh, it's a dead fish!
Oh no, it's a dead! He's dead. That's it.
I mean... Maybe not a dead fish, but here in this room in T-Rock, he'd be a crispy fish, at least.
Oh, good, he filled the chest back up. No one will ever know.
I'm curious why you checked that. Might have forgot that he already had the big key. Because at this point, you're not looking for anything. You have everything you need to beat this seed. You're not getting any better equipment. You might find Sank Heart and get an extra heart container, if you hadn't already found it. It's also, you know, the possibility of just muscle memory opening that door and then thinking, oh man, now I have to check this, because if it's a key, I need it.
Muscle memory is something I contend with a lot when I'm doing this sort of stuff.
The worst is when you're like either in your head or out loud talking to yourself, okay, we're gonna not check lava chest, we're not gonna open the door, and then by the time your thought finished, you're already in the pipe. Like, wait, when did that happen? Buying it? Okay, well, there was a key in... Is that a key in the big chest that I just had?
It was, yes.
Nice. As Sky grabs his Quake, enters go mode, and has a bit of a lead to catch up on. Now, I say GG, but GT exists, much like that other 300. That's the 4th one. It could still come down to a wacky GT route. Feels like the big key never shows up on right side anymore, but this could be the one. I mean, a full, check 2 in Hope Room, and then go full left through Ice Armos. It takes quite a bit of time.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be enough. We'll see.
That's true.
This is
already at the end of the dungeon.
Yeah. It's close enough to where, like, something Ganon-related could sway things, but it's going to have to be more than just one thing.
Yeah, it's going to have to take some sort of catastrophe. Especially with the small, that small key right there. You can just, if it was at the last one and he was having trouble with all the lasers like that, then opening up lava chest would give Sky some room to come back from. It's not over yet, but yeah, Tier definitely in the, as they say, driver's seat. But he's a fish. How can he drive? How can he touch the
I've
wheel?
never seen.
Well, also, I mean, we've all watched SpongeBob, so I guess it is possible.
Sure, all of us.
All of us.
You're reminding me of that video game EnviroBear that has like these giant fish that flop in front of your face while you're trying to drive as a bear. But they're bad fish. They're not driving fish. So
what's the purpose of these fish? Are they're just trying to annoy you?
Yeah, but you have to eat them too. They're annoying you, but you have to grab them. And
but they're also delicious.
Yeah, they're also delicious. Anyway, Triax is dead.
Which means, chat, that's our 7th crystal. We're heading to Ganon's Tower, and we're gonna have 22 potential place. Oh my goodness, there's the book. 22 possible spots for that Ganon's Tower big key to be in. Throw your numbers in chat, and you could win some cool internet points. I don't know where I want to be at this point. I'm just too busy thinking about that stupid book. The possibility was there, Mikon. If Samaria... Okay, alright. Fire Rod not on Cold Stare. Fire Rod first chest T-Rod. Oh no, I'm doing that thing that I hate. Never mind. I'll stop.
If only the important items were in completely different spots, and this would have been a very different race.
I'm doing that thing that makes me mad when I see other people do it. But what if shovel leads to what an interesting seed. That's the thing, is like one item location changing could change so much about how the rest of the seed played out. You know, all that Fire Rod need to do is be somewhere else, and we'd be in a completely different scenario, maybe. Well, also Quake. Oh no, I'm doing it again. Anyway, Sphere is going right side, grabbing that small key, and gonna go check on the right. So, yeah, at this point, playing it this safe, it's gonna take like a tile room gamble for Sky to come back.
Let's see it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. If you want it, you just gotta believe really hard.
But Mikon, what if GT Big Key is actually on Ether Tech? Oh no, I'm doing it again. I'm sorry. Stop.
Well, good thing we had the book.
Yeah, good thing. See, it's never right side. Why do people check right side? It's never there. They should just remove those chests from the game. I'm gonna head on over to suggestions. Mikon, what number are we at now? 20?
I can barely count to 7.
Okay, if that's chest 7. Isn't it great? We're too busy thinking about counting that we're not even... You're not allowed to talk about the game, other than where the big key is. 50 bucks. 50 bucks. 50 bucks.
Where's my any 50?
Oh look, another sword. Nice.
Was really confident that the big key was going to be in this room. Didn't even bother hitting the skeletons. It's kind of confidence I like to see.
I'm a fan.
If you hookshot off that red platform to that skull right there, that's in the center, you have to like remake it, don't you? Because the platform doesn't come with you.
What are we talking about?
And the Turtle Rock third maze here.
Oh, if you do what? If you place a block? Wait, what? Say that.
If you like hookshot off of the
Yeah, you'd have to place another one because as soon as you hookshot, as soon as your butt leaves that platform, it stops.
It doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That would be interesting if the platforms just moved on their own. Could you imagine? Because like the amount of times you're in like T-Rock and Ice Mushroom, and you like have a berry in front of you and you slash at it, and it just perfectly parries your attack with a lightning, with a like his electric attack, and you fall off, and then your platform just keeps moving.
See you.
See you. Oh, I gotta wait for it to go around.
Oh no, that would be awful. Never mind. Don't do that.
That's not a big key. Hey, 5. There's 5, Mekon.
300 big keys.
Now, if you're Sky, would you be feeling extremely behind at this point?
I always feel extremely behind.
I'd at least feel... I'd obviously feel bad about the double dip pyramid check, and then checking the 2 extra spots before the swamp play.
Yeah.
Especially with Mirror, you know, having so much, being as important as it was. Hey, $50.
Dang, quick swap really makes that room a lot easier, huh? You don't have to worry about messing with running into that thing and taking damage. Just narrowly avoiding the bomb explosion.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice when you can, you know, powder is right next to the bombs that you can switch back and forth real quick. All right. I mean, a big key right here behind this Ice Armos will be will make it a lot harder for Sky to catch up. Will we have the tile room? Yeah. No.
Oh.
21.
At the last moment.
Oh. So close to. I mean, I doubt Sky was going to make the tile room play at this point. I mean, we're an hour and 24 minutes in entering GT. That kind of still feels pretty good.
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
And I mean, especially because neither player really had any. I didn't see any execution errors or anything like that. Just routing decisions and rando being rando.
Yeah, I don't think did anyone like die on accident?
No. I think we just saw the one death warp somewhere on the fish side. That's all I remember.
Fish side. Well, Eternal also turned into a skeleton that one time. Does that count as a death? Getting your skin melted off?
I don't like that thought. You take that back, Mekon.
I will not.
Hasp. I do really enjoy that. Cane dash.
The punt.
It's so good. As long as the Gibdos are nice, though. They like to get in the way. A lot.
The exact same GT routing.
Well, looking forward, assuming Obscure continues this lead and takes the win, will be 2-0, moving on to face off against T-Stew and Winterside with a chance for making brackets, top 64 brackets, while Sky will be heading down onto the lower bracket to take on Jack's Refuge for a chance at staying alive in the tournament.
Oh, that full magic's, yeah, tempting.
Both those things are real tempting.
Pick one or the other.
I'm still a big fan of this format. I really like the little mini brackets for groups. But at the same time, like, you know, a best of 3, does that really tell a full story between two people? Between two competitors?
3? No, I don't think so.
I feel like
5 maybe. But also 5 is excessive.
I mean, we could always go like 2 tourneys ago where it was what, groups of 5 and you played everyone 3 times no matter what. But yeah, I think we talked about this last time. That just invites the possibility of people being like, well, I have no chance of making it forward. I'm just going to bail and give people free wins. And then everything feels bad. I think it's time to move back into groups of Swiss. No, I'm kidding. We're not doing that. That's terrible. I say we as if I have any control. That's it. I'm starting my own Swiss tourney. I need 511 other people that want to join me on this quiz.
Wow. Willard, maybe you'll get me back into Rando if you need that many people.
Oh, baby. How about 511 Mekons? Would that help? How about
Am I all of them?
500 and I need you to acquire 511 controllers and
Oh shoot!
play them all at once. Just grow some extra hands and arms.
That would rock. No, just all on one controller.
Yeah. All right, here we are in the Aga 2 fight. Let's see if we get some good patterns. I'm getting one out of that one, and a fireball to the bottom.
Oh.
Possibility of getting a 2 there, but that blue ball is going to say nay. Nice double there.
That was a strange angle, but still managed to get. Oh, this is a good one. Nice, nice.
It's nice.
Nice.
Oh.
Where's the fish? Is he behind the shield?
I don't know. I just see a shield.
Now, I've never seen a fight between a fish and a pig before.
It's true. I haven't either. Though
I imagine it would go something like about what's going to happen.
Isn't there a Zora sprite? Like one of the funny Zoras that you kind of punt in Zora's domain?
Yes, I think there is.
Okay, I don't think I've seen him fight Ganon either, but... Temperature is going to make this fight nice and quick. Unfortunately, though, not getting the 1-1. Also getting that very interesting where Ganon's facing south, where you like get in his line of sight and he just stops short. That's my move. But yeah, nice cape strats to just get past phase 2 quickly. The lamp out to spam the heck out of that to make sure you get that torch glitch.
I want to see Obscure tapping A a little more, like when he's got nothing to do here, just so we can see the fish flop around a little more.
I'd like that. Alrighty, just 12 spins.
Don't get your fish roasted. With proper fire rod usage, it's not too bad to get 3 hits out of these, but it's a little scarier.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused why Obscure hasn't switched to fire rod. Okay, there we go.
Oh, here we go.
Has plenty of magic, so.
The timing can be a little weird, like, whenever he freezes after you light the torch like this, sometimes he teleports away super fast and it's really hard to time that spin, because you don't want to release it too early or else it goes blue.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
That's my main issue, is not being
It's easy to get out of rhythm, where he constantly is like, the timing's not working out for you, but
hey,
there's a happy fish! And a GG!
The strongest fish of all.
So you're going to be taking the victory and moving on in the winner's side to take on T-Stew for a chance at brackets. Mekon, that was an interesting scene. I enjoyed that.
I had fun.
The fish is what made it really magical, I gotta say. But let's get Obscure in here for a little interviewee. Welcome, Obscure. GG is on your victory.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, how you feeling? Feeling pretty good?
Now I've had a chance to calm down. My God, it's so stressful.
Oh yeah, tourney races are. Whoa, they'll get you worked up.
Oh, for sure. That seed was all over the place. Items everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that especially like the starting out. You guys both ended up being able to sequence break Aga Tower, which was really nice. Speaking of nice hover from Sky over there against Moldarn 2.
Oh, nice.
So we were both really happy to see you guys both do that, because that can be such an awful way to start a seed where you do Aga Tower and then find out you could have sequence broke it.
Oh yeah.
And then, yeah, it was interesting for a while because we had item information and then we were just waiting to see how the cards fall. We saw the early Bombos. And we were wondering, do we actually need that? And then it turns out, yep, we saw Mirror on your side and Flute on Sky's side, and we're like, okay, which of those are actually required? Because, and then Book, of course, ended up being on Trinex.
Turned out we needed everything.
Yeah, just get everything. Just open all the chests.
The thing is, when you mentioned skipping Aga, the terrifying thing after that is just like, okay, this is an Aga seed. What does this seed want? Because I've sequence broke Aga. Like, where do I go? What do I want? Okay, it gave me the logical gloves in Hype Cave. Okay, that makes sense. But it's like, what does it actually want though? Like, where does it want me to go? So I was kind of concentrated around the pyramid, and then because I was gonna go from Hype, I saw Pod was a crystal, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go and do Pod, and I saw it was 5-6, and I was like, okay, I kind of want to hang around the pyramid kind of area because that's where you're supposed to come from Aga 1. So I was like, okay, Thieves Town's also 5-6. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get these 2 dungeons done and then route round with that big red bomb and check out all that stuff around the pyramid.
Yeah. That ended up working out in your favor with that mirror being very, very required. The one thing that was very interesting, which we didn't notice until until you did it later, was the skipping Lost Woods.
Yeah.
You routed to, because you put off Kakariko until after Eastern, which was one of the things that we kind of predicted at least one of the players would do after getting the bow out of Escape. Want to point that out.
So the thing about that is, I normally start off. I like to check out Saha because it's 3 nice checks there, and if you get a bot or flute, it makes going to CAG easier. Then I was like, oh damn, I have a bow. It's like I shouldn't have done this and not gone to Eastern. So I was like, okay, I've just got to go to Eastern now. So I was like, okay, I found Moonpearl in Saha. I found Hammer in Eastern. I was like, okay, if I get a glove, then I can just go straight to Dark World from CAC. And then I got Powder and Shovel.
Oh, okay. Like, that because you routed from Link's house up to Kakariko, and then you got fetch quests that sent you back south. Why you ended up putting off Lost Woods.
Yeah. Then I got the glove, and then I can just route Lost Woods when I go to Thieves Town.
Gotcha. Yeah, man, it worked out. I mean, the thing that helped you out in this was, the early tempered at least helped you out against Helma, speeding that up a little bit, versus Sky, who did not have that. Sky also ended up making a couple trips up first one up Death Mountain, saw the bombos, got the flippers, and then also ended up doing a few extra checks before finally making that swamp dive. So, like doing purple chest in K45 first. So those all kind of added up, and we have Sky finishing off the Ganon fight, going to be heading into the Triforce room and finishing up their seed. GG's in chat for them as well. Yeah, it was really interesting to see how it played out, and especially because, seeing Mir on one screen and Flute on the other screen, and it's like, okay, when are the other person going to get that? And then going from there.
Yeah. It sounds like there was quite a bit of variation between the two of us. I was talking I was talking a little bit in the chat. I mean, I might wait for Sky, but it seemed like, he done a couple of extra checks from me, and to be 5 minutes difference, like it's pretty much level. Like apart from those extra checks that he seemed to have done, if I managed to do them as well, we probably would have finished exactly the same time.
Yeah, because I believe Sky also took the exact same route you did in GT. The other thing that was really interesting is that after your Spike Cave, you putting off East Death Mountain like you did. I thought was really interesting. Not checking the T-Rock medallion and not checking all those items until afterward.
Yeah, I saw Bombos there, and I was like, you know what? I can just do Ice Palace. Like, at least it's a crystal. And I was like, it's not too big of a deal to go back there with Hookshot. Like, it's just a save and quit, and you Hookshot from Old Man. So I was like, I can just do all this stuff later. Like, if I managed to find what was I? I was like, Fire Rod and Cane of Samaria from Go Mode, at least to my knowledge at the time. And I was like, yeah, if Cane of Samaria is in there, then I can come back up the mountain and do, going to Turtle Rock, or do a couple of other things. So I was like, okay, it might just be worth just clearing out Ice Palace as it's in Logic and just coming back up the mountain in a bit.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And it ended up working out for you getting the fire rod there. Give me 1 second while I see if I can get Sky in here.
I don't want to wait any longer.
I'm trying.
Willard.
I'm trying. Hold on. Do I even? I don't know if I have the power to do it. That's the thing. I don't think I don't have that kind of power.
We're powerless.
Okay, well, we'll hang out and we'll talk to Obscure some more. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to talk about? About that seed? Mikan, do you have anything for Obscure? Oh, we like the fish.
I like
That was
the
a great
fish.
spread.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The funny thing is, it started off as a troll on one of my friends when was playing a multi-world, and I saw it there. As you know, I was like, I love that sprite. I was like, I'm using that now.
We talked about it quite a bit.
I didn't talk about anything else actually.
I had not seen that sprite in action yet, so I was very
Yeah, it's a fun sprite. I do enjoy it.
I was blown away. All right, we'll get Sky in here real quick. Welcome, Sky. GG's.
Yeah, thank you. GG's.
GG Sky.
Oh, sorry, Mikan. Say your thing.
Huh? GG.
We're gonna. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I didn't want to cut that off. The only thing I had for Sky, really, question-wise, before I let him just talk about, I'm very curious about your decision to check Pyramid after Pod.
I don't know. That's just a route that I've done for a long time. I should probably learn to prioritize it better. But that's a route that I have done for years, so I just did it out of habit. I definitely could have put it off and done it later.
We figured because with Pod and Thieves Town being Pyramid Fairies that you would have put it off until then to do it with Pyramid Fairy just to save a trip there.
Yeah, to be honest, if I had thought about that, I probably would have. But I opted to just do it. I found the boots and got excited, and I think just from there, I just went on an autopilot for a minute.
Gotcha. Yeah, can't blame you for that. Boots are a really nice find, especially. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was still relatively early at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, the seed was played out very interesting. We was telling Obscure how excited, at least I was. I'm not going to speak for Mikan, but we were both very excited that you both ended up sequence breaking the glove to skip Aga, and then as things kind of opened up, we saw flippers, we saw bombos, we saw mirror, and we saw flute, and so it was just kind of like, what are we looking for? What is our go mode going to be? Where's stuff going to be? And
yeah.
Because if Book had showed up somewhere else, or Fire Rod had shown up somewhere else, that flute wouldn't have been required. The mirror might not have been required if Quake was. But then it just kind of becomes like, oh yeah, it could have been
the worst.
Any number of things could have changed. It would have been a completely different seed. But it was interesting.
In any direction.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's nice when Quake is your gumbo and you see Meyer Medallion is also Quake, and you're like, all right, cool. Don't have to worry about that one.
Yeah, I think a big difference maker, though, was when I picked up the flute and opted to get the smith, I ended up saving and quitting instead of going to Pyramid Fairy because I couldn't do Red Bomb with the smith.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would have changed my route a significant amount if I had just put that off for later.
Yeah, that was kind of the thing about how that routed out is you had to pick one or the other, and essentially isolate the other one pretty much. Yeah. But yeah, GG's to both of you. It was a really fun race to watch and commentate.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it back for sure. It's a lot of interesting ways this could have gone. I'm curious to see what Obscure did as opposed to me. 5 minutes isn't too bad of a difference. Our last race would have been 15-20 if I had finished. I went really the wrong way.
Oh yeah.
So I'm a lot happier with this result.
I mean, I think the only extra stuff that you did was like Purple Chest and South of Grove, K45, and then Sky and Skull Woods. I don't think Sky or Obscure. I don't think you ever went to Skull Woods.
I never touched it.
So that would eat up some time. You did check Graveyard Ledge, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, I did. I checked that.
That was right before you got the flute. Yeah. So just a few small details there. You also did open up the lava chest in T-Rock, which I'm just guessing was a whoopsie.
Me, yeah. I accidentally opened that door, and then, yeah, you should have seen my reaction on my webcam, but yeah.
Oh, I mean, we saw you place a Samari block on the compass.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with myself.
But looking forward, Obscure, you're going to be going up against T-Stew. How are you feeling about that? I saw T-Stew in chat watching, scouting, seeing what he's up against. How are you feeling?
Nervous. I mean, I'm nervous going up against anyone. I was talking to Walter yesterday, and it's like anyone can beat anyone in this tournament. So going against anyone is nervous. But I know he was a top quarter player, so he must be a little bit good at least. So yeah, nervous, but I think we'll have some good races, some good games. Should be fun.
Should be fun. I'm going to ask you the same question, Sky, about your opponent, Jex Refi.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. Jex Refi's been around for a long time, since about when I started, I think. So I'm a little nervous to face him, but in the end, whatever happens, happens. You know, I'm just glad to have qualified for the tourney for once.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, there was what, like 300 some people that tried out that did qualifier, something along there, and getting into 128 is no easy task. And I agree. There is a lot of really good players in that 128, and with just the way that this seed setting play out, and with how much the skill has risen in the community, I really have no idea who's going to win this tournament. So it's going to be interesting to see where it goes. It's not going to be me. I already had my shining moment 2 tourneys ago, so it's not going to be me. Maybe it'll be Mekon.
Yeah.
Yep. Out of nowhere, Mekon steps in with the chair.
Such confidence. I love it.
But yeah, GG's to both you guys. Good race. And good luck to both of you in the next round.
Yeah, thanks for doing comms, and thanks for setting this up.
Yeah, thank you guys.
No problem. Alrighty, well, chat, that's gonna do it for us here on Speed Gaming for now. I'm sure there's some other Speed Gaming shenanigans going on. Hey, let me check the Speed Gaming Teams channel. That tells me all the information I need over on Speed Gaming 6. That's a thing. We got some Hollow Knight on Speed Gaming Main. We got some Super Meat Boy. And on some of the 4 language channels, we do have some more tournament action. Head on over to Speed Gaming. How do you say that? How do you say the German word for German?
Deutsch?
Deutsch? Yeah, that's it. I just don't want to be wrong. We got Ninjembro versus Schulzer. That's a loser's bracket run. Head on over there. Go watch, enjoy, and we'll see you all for the next one.
Bye, thanks.
Bye, thanks.